you've seen what it looks like on the real dyno, I thought I'd give you some first impressions using the butt dyno. And so I'm taking in the car out to some of my favorite roads. I did dump in some NOS, which you may have seen in a picture previously, just to try and boost up the octane a little bit, since we do get some of that rather compromised gas, even though we're supposed to be in 91. If we get 90, I'd be surprised. So that stuff was supposed to bang it up by 3 points. So we'll get up the way a little bit. I'll open up the valves. We'll do a couple of decent pulls, and hopefully you're enjoying some of the sights and scenes of the east side of Phoenix here in Fountain Hills. But just want to get a little bit further away from the traffic and prying eyes, if you know what I mean. So that pesky check engine light has returned just now. You may have heard it ping on. I changed all the oxygen sensors 2 days ago, thinking that could solve the issue, and clearly that is not the case. So I will head on back to home base, plug in the reader, and let's see what the scanner has to say. Cut this little program short, I guess. Still, the car feels good, sounds great. I can't hear anything funky, so really not sure what's going on. Not really sure what I'm doing, but let's see if we can read some codes. Okay. $10.90, $10.90, $10.94, $10.90, permanent code. I think I reached the limit of my skills. Gonna have to call for some professional help. So, in spite of the ominous skies ahead, we're a few days later now, and the CEL, knock on wood, is gone. And thank goodness for the forums, I think, at least for now, where all kind of roads pointed to the map. Oh, look at that, we've got raindrops. I'm gonna have to turn around again, failure 2.0. And then, as you can see by my left hand over here, I've got the COBB AccessPort going here. So I wanted to show you that as well. So I'm going to do some polls to show you the data logging, show you which data points you can grab. In the early going here, it certainly looks as though it's a pretty cool situation. I think I'm going to like it. I just need to get familiar with it. But I'm a little reluctant to continue driving into the rain there, so I'm gonna have to turn back and do a less good looking drive, I'm afraid, because yesterday there was a heck of a rainstorm came through and dumped an inch in no time flat, so that's not gonna work. But as you can tell, getting the car up there in the rev range, and again, I don't want to curse myself, but so far everything seems to be holding tight. There were two main differences in the kind of fix, if you will. One of the items was simply, basically taking the plenum back out so I could get access to the intake, inserting the new map in the intake line, and then because I tightened so aggressively the Jubilee band or the metal hose clamp that it snapped, so I had to get a new one of those, and I think it's a little bit wider. So if there's any way at all, which I find highly unlikely, that was leaking air or throwing the map off, then that also seems to have been resolved. So I think we're in a good spot. So if you want to see you know how to take the plenum out or play with the plenum, I'll put it in the card above here and you can check that out. So I was also looking to do some 0 to 60 pulls, which can be done on the AccessPort over here. Performance maybe, let's see. Shouldn't do this while you're driving, so thankfully I'm not, but alright, so I don't know how that works, but let's see what happens when I push that button. But you know, as far as the feedback on the car now, you know, without the potential issues in the vehicle, I'm feeling really good about how light and bright the car feels, which I'm sure is driven by 40 horses and 32 foot-pounds of torque. And so I'm really curious to see what that does on the autocross tracks where everything is done down low, right? You bang it in first, drop it in second, and you kind of leave it there. And that's where I think the extra torque, which, you know, I probably get 10 pounds down low, maybe 15. I think that's where I can get up to speed quicker, and because of the mid-engine nature of the car, you can maneuver around those cones really, really well. So that's not the challenge at all. So really looking forward to see how that all plays out, but don't like muggy Arizona, that's for sure. Alright, CRV is not interested in acceleration. I don't know if maybe you've noticed that on the system here, where the 0 to 60, even though I didn't realize it was tabulating, so the computer must be smart enough to know when I'm going 0 miles an hour, and then that percentage tracks my percentage progress to 60. So I'm sure that was a solid 22 seconds to 60. But interesting. So we'll do that again. Maybe when I'm at a standstill. Tell you what, car's feeling good, feeling fast. Give me a red light and a clear lane. Is that too much to ask? Back that out. Kind of a weird rolling start on that one, but we'll see what the time was. Just 7 seconds, yeah. I think it started going before I was really ready. But that's pretty slick. I think, oh yeah, it started tracking right way early. This is doing 12 seconds to 60, and I'm gonna make a ton of money if I try and sell this thing. Alright, go back. Oh, we might catch it. Alright, game on. Let's try this. Oh, jet nervous. Don't mess up. Alright, let's set 0. Hit this. First gear. Yep, bay traffic, absolutely. Damn it, I'm slow. Oh well. It's half the time for the last one. So baby steps. Gotta get the PDK and launch control, right? That's how you do it. Well, if nothing else, it was a good test drive. Played a little bit with the COBB AccessPort with one eye on the road. Almost hit 100 miles since math change. So maybe that's a positive sign. And why don't you do something for me? Do me a favor. In the comments below, tell me what the next video should be. I know it's not your job to tell me what to do, but hey, I am empowering you with the power of suggestion. So put something down below. Let me know what you want to know about the upgrade, the change, the dyno, butt dyno, all of that stuff, and I'll put something together for you. Got a few things coming up. I think we're going to look at the Macan S soon. Just give you a kind of a tour of that. Amanda wants to do what she's going to call a lady review, so I'm as intrigued as you are. I did think a bikini might need to be involved. I'm not sure how that's going to shape up. And yeah, we'll call it a day. I'll come up with some more ideas, get you some vids soon, but I appreciate you watching. Please do like, share, subscribe, whatever you can do to engage with the video. Keep the channel on the upward trajectory. And I love you. Thanks so much for checking in. Catch you next time. Be memorable. And be well!